There we go. All right. So, what's up, everybody? So, it's probably going to be pretty quick. Here, last night in a hotel, and I realized that I got this mobile setup. So, I don't leave the house to go very far without some sort of, you know, piece of equipment or something I can use to make music with, really. And there's a lot of different ways you can do this. Something just as simple as a phone is a great device to make music with. You can use all kinds of different apps. There's even hardware you can use to attach to your mobile devices. Um, Computers, uh, small, portable, battery operated production centers like this little synths from Deluge, or like MPC Live or something like that, and like some small keyboard like this KeyStep from Arturia. So what we trying to do here is trying to get the most bang for our buck, trying to get the most um, you know efficient workflow, the smallest footprint, and to allow the most flexibility. So if I get a knock on the door and a bunch of shit starts happening, I'm gonna have to cut it short, but I'm hoping I can get this in. So what I'm using is a setup that serves multiple roles. Right now, this is actually a camera. Sorry, a cell phone. This is a cell phone which is connected to this laptop. So this laptop is projecting, it's acting as the host. So this laptop is acting as the host. And I also have here a screen share. So if I combine these three things together, I've got multiple angles. I've got an Ableton session. I've got hardware, which you can see right here. So I've got a DAW-less setup with computer integration that work together, that also is my live streaming rig. So this is a live streaming multicam mobile music production studio. And you can get a lot out of this. I mean, if I want to add another camera, it's pretty simple. I just go into my email. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up these three. Let me make sure I'm live here, because this has happened before. Yeah, it says I'm public. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring up these three. And now I'm going to go into my email. And I'm going to try to activate this one as another source. We got something coming up called Beat Night. Beat Night is going to take advantage of all of these systems and all of these great pieces of technology that we have at our fingertips. And we're going to be able to have multi-camera live event with all kinds of really dope producers. So it's going to be an exciting thing, and this is how we're going to do it. So right now, I'm just trying to figure out which email I sent myself. There it is. So let's mute that. Okay, we don't want that feedback. So now I'm going to go ahead and bring this guy in. All right, so now this is my camera. This is my other cell phone, and I'll show you the rig. If I spin this around, so here's one. There's a laptop. Here's some standalone equipment. And this works by itself. So I don't need to have this to use this. But it is all going to work together. And as you can see here, I've got half of my screen with my stream, and then the other half of my screen is Ableton. So if I tap on these pads here, when I go ahead and highlight Ableton here a little bit. Okay, so if I tap on this pad, you can see it jump. We got signal there, and that's just this here. So if I want to share all of this stuff together, I'm going to go right here. I'm going to click on this, and now we got the screen share, and we've got 3 camera angles. And this angle could be over here. I mean, it could be above me. So you can kind of see what we can do here with the flexibility of all this stuff. It's pretty interesting. It's a pretty flexible way to work. And the best part for me is having the dual capabilities of having something that is streaming your live content and you're using it to make music at the same time. So you're not really wasting anything. You know, your cell phone you're going to have with you anyway, so you don't need to bring a camera. And your laptop has, a lot of times a Windows 10 laptop is going to have a webcam in it. So the only other components you really need for this kind of setup is a small USB interface of some sort. And I'll show you what this is. Very simple. I've shown it before. It's a very simple little device. It's called a Behringer U-Control. It does a lot of different things. It'll connect, and there's the door. It'll connect to, you got it? Naomi? It'll connect to your iOS device or your Android or a lot of different things. It'll connect to iPads and everything else with a camera connection kit. So you got a set of inputs, and you got a set of outputs. Works pretty good. So
put it right here on the bed.
yeah. So looks like this is it for me. But I did want to show this. I did want to show how the flexibility can work with all this different equipment. You can actually make music anywhere you want to if you have the right kind of equipment. As long as you've got some simple pieces of software like StreamYard, like Voicemeeter, these kinds of things are what you need to be able to stream what you need and also to be able to make music. Because doing one without the other in this application isn't really going to help you much. So you really want to be able to create the sounds, record the sounds, and if I go to this, I can show you. We've got MIDI maps, and I'll push this downward, kind of see this a little bit better here. Okay.
Salt, paper,
So this is an older sample. This is just a bunch of stuff that I already had in the Deluge. So I'm not going to be getting into too much of this. I was going to have a creative session also, but it's not really going to. What? Okay. Yeah, so I don't have and I got something making a ton of noise next to me. Not you. I was talking about this phone. So let me see here. If I can get anything together in the small amount of time I have. Let's go up an octave here. also have my deluge is acting as the master here. It's going to clock Ableton actually. So when I hit play on my deluge, it will start play in Ableton. Okay, that's a junk set. All right. Okay. All right. I'm getting some odd feedback here. Come on now. All right. Well, this is usually what happens. You get everything working right, and then there we go. That's so odd. I think I'm getting a MIDI loop. So what I'll do is I'll just use Ableton to start the deluge. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but it's pretty easy. Let's see if I can show you that. Now when I hit it's more of a demo, less of a tutorial, because I haven't really shown you how to do anything, but if I hit play here on this, because this is controlling Ableton here, so if I hit play, which is the space bar, it'll start playback on the deluge, as long as I have the deluge. There you go. So start and stop it from here. So you got several masters, I guess you can call. That's it. All done. Looks like I'm still doing something with my voice, but that's it. My food's here. I gotta go. Peace, everybody. What up, Jim? Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys soon. What's going on, Matrix Keys? I see you. What up, Bill? Peace, everybody. This is just a little fun thing. Mobile workflow. Peace.